And leading things off will be David Edom, followed by Nolan Wong, then Darian Jenks. If anyone should get on, Thomas Kovaric. The Nitros here in the first inning of ball games in 2018 have outscored their opponents by a score of 10-9. It's the most runs they've scored in a single inning in ball games, next to the third. And so leading things off will be David Edom. He's hitting .304 on the season, has 7 hits, 5 singles, a couple doubles. He's been hit by a pitch 4 times. He has scored 8 runs. He's driven in 9, and he has an on-base percentage of .541. Ortega, working from the stretch, is ready and delivers, and the game underway. First pitch swinging. There's a fly ball into left field, and that drops in for a base hit. So Edom opens up the ball game with a single, and the Nitros with a runner on, and that brings up Nolan Wong. Wong comes into the contest hitting .429. He leads the team with 9 hits, all of them singles. He has 4 runs driven in. He's walked 5 times and has an on-base percentage of .519. He is a left-handed hitter. So David opens up the contest with his 8th hit of the season, a single to left field. And now let's see if the Nitros will move him over and see what kind of offensive strategy they have here in the first inning. So Nolan standing in, Edom with his lead away from first. There's a throw over to first, not in time. Matthew Palafox, holding him on. Burroughs in their last 22 meetings have defeated the Nitros 19-3. The last win came in 2014, a 4-0 victory for the Nitros over the Indians. The pitch to the plate, in there for strike to Wong. Down in the count, 0-1. Then the Nitros got a couple of forfeit victories back in 2011. So it's been a little bit of a time since the Nitros have been able to one-up the Indians on the baseball field. David taking his lead away from first, being held on there, and they've got him picked. He was leaning towards second, and he gets picked off. And we've got people in the stands saying it was a balk, which might have been true. So Ortega picks off David, the leadoff hitter, and what could possibly be, should have been called a balk, according to some in the stands. And so now Ortega facing Wong with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on. There's a hopper towards third, taken there by Jaramillo. Throws to first in time, and we've got 2 away. So 5-3 on the putout, 2 away, and that brings up Darian Jenks. Jenks on the season hitting .207. He has an on-base percentage of .310. He has 6 singles. He has 6 runs scored. He's driven in 5. And more importantly, up on the mound, has a couple saves. Coming in relief of Thomas and getting the save against Paramount. And the first pitch is taken low, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike to count to Jenks. Coming up with nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So Ortega looking to put down the Nitros 1-2-3. Working from the stretch, a right-handed pitcher is ready and delivers, and a breaking ball swung on. There's a ground ball towards short, taken there by Garcia behind the bag at second. Throws to first in time, and the inning comes to a close. 6-3 on the putout. Nitros, though, do get a hit, but that is all. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. At the end of half an inning, Nitros nothing. Indians coming up, and we're back after this here on EdomRocksRadio.com. The first pitch showing bunt by Aldretti, bunts it up the first base line, and that goes foul. Aldretti on the season comes into the contest hitting .273. He has 6 hits on the season, a couple of RBI, 4 runs scored. He's walked 5 times, been hit by a pitch. His on-base percentage is .429. So right there, he was called upon to lay down the bunt. Kovaric taking his lead, being held on at first by Palafox. Ortega delivers, showing bunt, and he swings, does Aldretti. He pulls it foul up the third base line. And he's down in the count now, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to count. Ortega in that first inning gave up a hit, picked off David, and then got a couple of outs to get out of it. here to start the second. Gives up a base hit to Kovarik, and now Aldretti showed bunt and then was swinging, and now he faces an 0-2 count. So Aldretti at the plate awaits. Long look into the catcher by Ortega. Kovarik with his lead from first. There's a throw to first, not in time as Kovarik gets back to the bag standing up. The Nitros this year in the second inning of ball games, they have been outscored 14-1, so the second inning has proven to be a pivotal inning for the Nitros. Swinging at the plate on a breaking ball, he fouls it off to stay alive. So Aldretti up there battling with 2 strikes. He went 0 for 3 against Northview with a strikeout. Looking to get back into the hit column. Had one against Paramount. Opened up the season with a 4-game hit streak. So 5 of the 9 games they've played, he's gotten a hit. There's a throw to first, not in time. Again, Ortega with an interesting move on the mound. So Kovarik back safely to the bag, avoids getting picked off. Ortega delivers, and the breaking ball swung on and fouled off toward the third base dugout. So Aldretti up there battling with 2 strikes here in the top of the second inning. No score between the Nitros and the Indians. Nitros trying to snap a losing streak to the Indians. So here we go. And now we've got time at the plate. So it's a 7-game losing streak. There's a throw to first, not in time as Kovarik gets back to the bag. So it's a 7-game losing streak to the Indians that the Nitros are trying to snap. And they've got him today, and they've got him on Friday as we open up Pacific League action here for 2018. Here's the pitch. Fastball low and away. Ball 1 the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Aldretti. Up there battling Ortega. Trying to move Kovarik over and get something going here in the second inning of this ball game. Last year they were outscored 22-6 in the second inning of games. This year they've already given up 14 runs in the second inning of ball games. There's a throw to first, not in time as Kovarik gets back to the bag. Here's the next offering. Breaking ball swung on. There's a ground ball towards second base. As Squivel has it, his play is to second base, and they get the lead out as Kovarik is retired at second, and Aldretti reaches at first. So on the fielder's choice, Kovarik is retired. 4-6 on the fielder's choice. And we've got 1 down. That brings up Nate Rangel. Rangel on the season hitting .333. He's 3 for 9. He has 3 singles and a walk, also a run scored. Aldretti with a short lead from first, being held on by Palafox. Here's the pitch to the plate. Breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. Ortega ready and deals, and the next pitch catches the outside corner down around the knees. That evens the count at a ball and a strike. Another throw to first, not in time as Aldretti gets back to the bag. The team ERA for the Indians coming into this game is 3.25. Their fielding percentage is 93%. Next pitch off the plate to Rangel. Against Northview, he had 2 hits. He went 2 for 3, both of them singles. And then this other hit came against Southgate. Ortega, patient up on the mound, is ready and deals, and the fastball waved at and fouled off. So Rangel down in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Or is it 2-2? Looks like it's 2-2. At least we have a scoreboard today. On Saturday against Northview, there wasn't a scoreboard. So Aldretti away from first. Rangel waiting at the plate. Third baseman for the Nitros. Here's the delivery. Curveball missing outside. And the count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's walked once. That was against Paramount. So that's the only free pass that he's given up, or that Rangel has earned, I should say. So big pitch here upcoming from Ortega. He's ready and deals. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards shallow left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Aldretti will stop at second on the single by Rangel. That's the third hit given up by Ortega. That brings up Trent Lucerian. The wind's starting to pick up here in Burbank. So Ortega now on the season has given up 23 hits. Trent on the year hitting .263. He has 4 singles and a double. He's driven in 3 and scored 4 times. Has an RBI opportunity. Does ground ball towards second base. Esquivel bobbles it, so his only play is to first to get the out there. Advancing to third is Aldretti. Going to second is Rangel. We've got 2 down for Mike Titchener. So 4-3 on the putout. Makes you wonder if that's almost like a sacrifice, too. You get a full swinging sacrifice when you move the runners over. So Titchener at the plate. Hitting .353. He's come on as of late. Has 6 hits, 5 singles, and a double. He's driven in 3 and has 2 RBIs waiting for him at third in Aldretti and second with Rangel. Here's the pitch to the plate. Fastball missing low, ball 1. We are in the top of the second inning. No score. Nitros and the Indians Pacific League action opening things up here for the 2018 campaign. Ortega in a bit of a jam, trying to get out of it here without giving up any runs. He's working from the stretch, has been the entire game. Checks the runners, double checks, and now delivers to the plate. Fastball taken low, and the count goes to 2-0. On deck, Adrian Cole. Ortega into his second inning of work. Again, he's 0-1 on the season with a 3.91 ERA. He's pitched in 14 and a third innings coming into this game. He's appeared in 5 games up on the mound for the Indians. There's the 2-0 pitch upcoming from Ortega as he takes a look back at second and now delivers the fastball swinging. There's a ground ball towards third. Taken there by Jeremeo, throws to first in time, and the inning comes to a close. There goes 5-3 on the putout for the Nitros. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 men on, which is something that they've been doing too much as of late, is leaving too many base runners on. We head to the bottom of the second. We are scoreless. We're back to Tomahawk Field after this here on EdomRocksRadio.com.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. Girls are down and taste the thrill of the day and feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day and feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
Sometimes I dream that here's me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move,
I dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
I wanna be like mine.
like Mike. If I could be like Mike.
All right, so we head here to the bottom of the second inning. No score, and you've got Esquivel, Salazar, and Diaz in the lineup for the Indians here in their home half of the second inning. Kovarik out for his second inning of work. Deals, and the first pitch is over for a strike. So Esquivel on the season hitting .250. He has 5 hits. He scored 5 times, and he's driven in 3. Their team batting average, 266. Breaking ball taken low. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count to the right-handed hitting second baseman for the Indians. Here's the next pitch on the way, and it hits him in the arm. So Esquivel gets hit by a pitch, and he will reach. First hit batter of the ball game, and I believe that's the 4th hit batter that Thomas has plunked this year. Indeed it is. That brings up Andreas Salazar. So Kovarik hit 3 batters in the Foothill Tech game, and he comes back and hits one here. And so for the second consecutive inning, the Indians have their leadoff hitter aboard. So Salazar at the plate. And he takes a first pitch over for a strike. 0-1 the count. 308 hitter. He has 4 hits on the season, including a double. He's driven in 5 and scored 4 times. So Esquivel taking his lead away from first, being held on there by Trent. Kovarik looks in to get the sign. Now he's ready. Peeks over at first. Checks the runner. Deals to the plate. Fastball in there for a strike. Kovarik opened the season going 4 innings against Southgate in his first appearance. Struck out 6, walked 7. Gave up 5 runs in the loss. And then came back against Foothill Tech going 6 innings. Striking out 5 and walking 4 in that 2-2 tie. Pitch in there for a strike, and down he goes. So 3 straight pitches, and Salazar goes down looking. Second strikeout of the game for Kovarik. We've got 1 down, and that brings up Matt Diaz. Diaz wearing number 7, hitting .440 on the year, has 11 hits. Looks like he leads the team in hits with 11. Batting out of the 8 slot here today. He has 2 doubles and a triple. He's driven in 3 and scored 5 times. Again, Esquivel taking his lead away from first. There he goes, the pitch to the plate, in for strike. The throw down to second, not in time, and a stolen base for the Indians. And for Esquivel, that's his team-leading 7th stolen base. So now an RBI opportunity for Diaz, the catcher for the Indians. And again, he has 3 on the year so far. Right-handed hitter standing in. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swinging, that's fouled back off the netting. And the count, I believe, goes to 0-2. Yep. 0-2 the strikes. Let's see if Kovarik can take care of business here and retire Diaz on his own. Is ready and deals. Off-speed pitch, missing low for ball 1. On deck, Colin Johnson. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here in the bottom of the second inning. No score. The Indians threatening, though, with Esquivel on at second base. Kovarik up on the mound, delivers. The curveball swung on. There's a fly ball in the right field for a base hit. Titchener up with it, and he quickly gets it back into the plate area, as nobody is covering home, and so the ball gets away from Wong, and that allows Diaz to take second on the throw to the plate. So Esquivel had to wait to see if the ball was going to be caught in right field, so he only advances to third on the play, and then Diaz with a base hit. Titchener comes up firing home, and the throw to the plate allowed Diaz to take second base as the wind kicks up here at Tomahawk Field. So we've got 1 out, second and third for Colin Johnson, a left-handed hitter wearing number 16. He's a .278 hitter, takes the first pitch, fastball high. He has 5 hits on the season, a couple of doubles and a home run. He's driven in 5 and scored 4, so slugging percentage up there. Looking to drive in some runs and give the Indians the lead here in the second inning. Kovarik is ready and delivers. And the fastball waved at and missed. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count to the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Garcia, the leadoff hitter, on deck. You got 1 out. That's a Salazar strikeout. Here's the next pitch. Fastball swung on, fouled off at the plate. That pushes the count to a ball and 2 strikes to Johnson. So Kovaric could use a strikeout here to help his cause. He had 6 strikeouts against Southgate. He had 5 against Foothill Tech and 2 against Paramount in his 3 outings so far. Has 2 here today. 2 hits and a hit batter. Or I should say 2 strikeouts and a hit batter, plus 1 hit in the mix. Next pitch, fastball, swung on and missed, and down goes Johnson. So Johnson strikes out. That's the 3rd strikeout for Kovaric. And that brings up the leadoff hitter with 2 outs and runners on at 2nd and 3rd. Brian Garcia, he singled on a bunt single between the pitching mound and 3rd base to lead things off in the home half of the 1st inning. Here's the pitch from Kovaric. Fastball swung on and missed, strike 1. So the Indians got a hit and a walk in the 1st inning and left them on. You've got 2 outs here at 2nd and 3rd, and Kovaric trying to get out of it without giving up any runs. There's the next pitch on the way. Fastball taken high, and the count will even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Nathan Palafox on deck. Again, the Indians come into the contest with a 6-6 mark. I guess Arcadia is undefeated, probably the fan favorite to win the league. There's a fly ball down the right field line. Titchener coming over to take a look, and I believe it went off the netting for a foul ball. And so that will move the count to a ball and 2 strikes. So now Kovaric a pitch away from getting out of it and ending this 2nd inning. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 2nd, no score. You've got a Squivel at 3rd. You've got Diaz at 2nd. And Kovaric a pitch away from getting out of it. Leadoff hitter Brian Garcia at the plate. Kovaric is ready into his motion and delivers a swinging pop-up foul. And we'll do it again. So a big pitch upcoming here between Garcia, the batter, and Kovaric, the pitcher. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Here's the offering. Fastball taken high. That moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs, 2 ons in the 2nd. So Garcia at the plate awaits. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball missing outside. Garcia in that Northview game went 1 for 4. That's the last time they played. That came on the 20th of March. There's the next pitch. Fastball taken high. And that will give Garcia the free pass to first on the walk. First walk offered up by Kovaric. That brings up Nathan Palafox. He walked his first time up. Palafox, a .231 hitter coming into the contest. He went 1 for 3 against Northview in their last outing. So he's up there with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And the pitch over for a strike. 0-1 the count. He did pick up an RBI against Northview as well as against Carter. So he's had back-to-back games in which he's driven in a run, and now he has the bases loaded here. Strike 1 the count to Palafox, hitting 2nd in the Indians lineup. Here's the next offering on the way. Breaking ball missing low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Looking for his first extra base hit, too, on the season. 6 hits and 2 RBIs. Kovaric is ready. Runners with their leads. Here's the pitch to the plate, and that's a fastball upstairs. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. So here is a growing moment for Thomas, coming in with the bases loaded. You've got 2 outs. You've got hitter at the plate and the chance to get out of it without giving up any runs. Got to bear down and make the pitch. Next pitch swung on and missed. He does there. And the count goes to 2-2. So he came up with one big pitch. Can he do it again and get out of it? Esquivel on at third. He was hit by a pitch. Diaz on at second, singled. And Garcia over at first. He walked. A couple of strikeouts in the mix as well. Here's the 2-2 offering. Fastball waved at and missed, and Kovarik bears down and comes back and burns 2 balls right by Palafax, who goes down swinging, and that's got to pump you up. So the sophomore comes up big, gets the strikeout, and the inning comes to a close. So no runs on a hit. There were no Nitro errors, and the bases left loaded. The Indians leaving 5 on through 2. We head to the third. We are scoreless. We're back after this to Tomahawk Field here on EdenRocksRadio.com.
I drink Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on! Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. All right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper.
So we head to the third inning here at Tomahawk Field on the campus of Burroughs High School. No score between the Nitros and the Indians, and due up, you've got Cole, Edom, and Wong, 9-1-2 here in the Nitro lineup. Ortega out for his third inning of work. He's given up 3 hits, and that's it. Picked off a guy, and solid defense play behind him, getting him out of the first and second. Nitros left 2 men on at second and third last inning. So Cole leading things off, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 5 on the year. He has 4 walks, however, so his on-base percentage is .444. So the Nitros looking to get their leadoff hitter aboard for the third consecutive inning. No score to the third we go. Ortega up on the mound. He works slow in the process. And here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. Looks like there's going to be some activity brewing in the Indian pen. So maybe Ortega, who came into the contest with 5 appearances, pitching 4 1/3 innings. So, roughly 3 innings a game if you want to round it off. And this is third inning here, so this could be his last. Unless he makes quick work of the Nitros, then perhaps maybe they give him a 4th. But there is some activity down in the Indian bullpen. So 0-1 the count. The next pitch on the way. Fastball taken high. Cole checking his swing. And the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. These two teams match up again on Friday from Glendale High School, 3:30 start time, and we'll have the games for you here on EdenRocksRadio.com, including our Facebook Live at Facebook.com/EdenRocksRadio.com. A lot of .coms in there. The pitch outside, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. So Cole he's looking for his first hit, but trying to get on base any way he can. Swinging, there's a shot towards first, caught by Palafox, and we've got 1 down. So 1 out, and that brings up David Edom. He singled his first time up and then was picked off. So he is 1 for 1. As a junior last year, played in both games against Burroughs. He went 1 for 3 in the first game with a run scored. He went 0 for 1 in the second game with a walk. He takes a pitch here for a strike. So strike 1 the count. Ortega up on the mound is ready and deals. And the next pitch, a breaking ball. Down around the knees, gets the moans and groans from the Nitro faithful behind us. And down the count now, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Ortega with a long look into the catcher. He works slow. Now he's ready and deals. That pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. On deck, Nolan Wong. Nitros lost the first game last year 9-3. That was the game in which David got the hit. And then he reached the second game with the base hit here. So he's had 3 consecutive games against the Indians, dating back to last year, in which he has gotten on base. Here's the 1-2. Fastball swinging. That was a ground ball back up the middle. That gets into center field for a base hit. And David is aboard and has a multi-hit game with a single here in the 3rd inning. Now he's got to make sure he doesn't get picked off. 4th hit given up by Ortega. Coach Chan in the first base coaching box. Coach Lusararian, Tyler, in the third base coaching box. Remember this game vividly from last year, too. So here we go. Nolan Wong at the plate. Wong on the season. Again, coming in, hitting .429. He grounded out to third his first time up. Edom with his lead away from first. Needs to watch for that pickoff move. The pitch to the plate. Breaking ball taken high. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. See, Wong last year, he went 0 for 4 in the first game, and then he went 1 for 1 in the second game against Burroughs. So he went 1 for 5 last year against the Indians in that twin bill. David with his lead from first. Pickoff move to first, not in time as David goes sliding back head first into first base. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. Jenks on deck. Should we get that far? Another throw to first, not in time. Here at Burroughs, it's kind of an interesting setup because you've got everybody sitting on one side, both Indian fans and Nitro fans, and it's always an interesting dynamic when both fans are sitting on the same side of the fence. Pitch taken high. So 2-0 the count to Wong. Wong had 2 hits against Northview and a hit against Paramount, who has a 2-game hit streak. And he's gotten a hit in 7 of the 8 games that he's been in. The pitch taken for a ball. There goes the runner. The throw down to second. Not in time. With a head-first slide, David's got a stolen base. That's his 16th stolen base of the season. So now you've got an RBI opportunity for Wong with a runner at second. And that also breaks up the double play situation. And you got Wong, a left-handed hitter. He's sprayed the ball across the field. If you brought the spray chart out for his hitting, he can go the opposite way. He can pull the ball. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swinging. There's a chopper towards second base. Charging on it is a Squibble. His only play is to first. In time for the out. Advancing to third on the play is Edom. And now we've got 2 away, and Darian Jenks at the plate with an RBI opportunity. 4-3 on the putout. Jenks 0 for 1. He grounded out to short to end the first inning. He's been in a bit of a slump, but he's also been hot on the mound. His ERA pitching is below 1. In fact, his ERA is .51. And there he swings. There's a line drive. Base hit into right field. He's got to hustle to get to first. The right fielder comes up firing to first. That gets away from Palafax. David scores on the single. And Jenks, breaking out of the slump, gets up an RBI single to right field. And the Nitros take the lead 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. So Jenks with a single, picking up the RBI. And for Jenks, where is he, Jenks? Where are you? Well, helps if I look at the right page. That's his 6th RBI of the season. And the pitch to Kovarik taken low, ball 1. And for Jenks, that snaps a hitless streak. He had a 4-game hitless streak. He had a 5-game hit streak starting the season. 4-game hitless streak. He comes back and gets one to start Pacific League. Next pitch to Kovarik, taken high and outside. 2-0. So the Nitros on top 1-0 here in the 3rd inning. David with a base hit. steals second, takes third on a ground ball out by Wong, and then Jenks drives him home with a base hit to right field. Jenks with a short lead away from first, being held on there by Palafox. Here's the pitch to the play by Ortega. Off-speed pitch. Kovaric way out in front of it. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count, 1-0 Nitros here in the top of the third inning. Ortega working from the stretch. Again, working slow, now delivers, and the fastball's taken low, and the count goes to 3-1. So Kovaric with a base hit is first time up to lead off the second inning. And then he was forced out at second on the ground ball by Ethan. Nitro stranded 2 last inning. They able to push over a run here in the third. Ortega working from the stretch. Here he delivers. Off-speed pitch over for strike 2, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Thomas had a hit against Northview, a hit against Canyon, Desert Christian, and Arleta, the games in which he's gotten a base hit. He also has a double and a home run. Swinging, fouls it at the plate. And that got a piece of him in the leg area, so he'll need a moment. So his 4 hits, he has 2 singles, a double, and a home run. Just needs a triple to get the season cycle. So the count's full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jenks on at first, should be going on the pitch. In fact, Palafox now playing off behind the runner at first with a full count and 2 away. So Kovaric back in there. The pitch, swinging. There's a ground ball towards third. Taken there by Jeremio. Across the diamond to first in time, and the inning comes to a close. So 5-3 on the putout, but for the Nitros, they do pick up a run. They do that on 2 hits. There were no Indian errors and a man left on at the end of 2.5 innings here at Tomahawk Field on the campus of Burroughs High School in Burbank, California. Nitros lead at 1-0. We're back with the bottom of the third right after this here on EdenRocksRadio.com. Arroyo Vista Inn is a historic bed and breakfast centrally located in the hills of South Pasadena, just 15 minutes from downtown L.A. They offer 9 unique rooms with beautiful views, cozy beds, and modern amenities. Enjoy impeccable service, daily breakfast, and afternoon refreshments. All rates include breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and tax. Check them out on the web at arroyovistainn.com or call them at 323-478-7300. Are you in the market for real estate services? Then you need Michelle Downing. Michelle combines years of experience and knowledge to get the job done right. Michelle Downing is a founding partner of Partners Trust Real Estate in Pasadena. Whether buying or selling, you need Michelle Downing. She will help you find the residence that is perfect for you. Call Michelle at 626-696-4848. Check her out on the web at thepartnerstrust.com. Scandia Cleaning Service has been cleaning churches, private schools, and offices for over 30 years. And now you can take advantage of their experience, knowledge, and skills and have your facility cleaned by a company that will take a personal interest in both your regular and special cleaning needs. Call Scandia Cleaning Service at 818-388-5546 for a free estimate. Call 818-388-5546. That's Scandia Cleaning Service, where all work is done with care to your satisfaction. So we head to the home half of the third inning here at Tomahawk Field in Burbank, California. Beautiful day for a ball game. And due up for the Indians, you've got Jeremiel, who just made the last out, with Diego and Barrera. Jeremiel on the day, 0 for 1, flew out to center field in his first at-bat. And he takes a pitch over for a strike. 0-1 the count. Also pitched a game against Knight in a 3-0 loss. He went 4 innings. That's the lone pitching appearance. Off-speed pitch over for strike 2. So Thomas, who came up in the bottom of the second inning with the bases loaded, got a big strikeout to Palafox to end the threat. Has an 0-2 count here to a batter that started the game hitting .417. That pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. He went 0 for 2 against Northview, had a hit against Carter. He's had a couple multi-hit games, has Julian. He had 2 against Hoover. He had 2 against Santa Monica and 2 against Thousand Oaks to open the season. 10 hits on the year. Coming into this game is second on the team, behind Diaz, who has 11. His .417 batting average is also second on the team, behind Diaz. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Kovaric out for his 3rd inning of work. 3 strikeouts, a walk, a hit batter, and a hit. And the pitch off the mark. Missing outside, the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 Nitros here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Outfield playing straight away, infield is back. Here's the 2-2 offering from Kovaric. Fastball swinging. There's a pop-up into shallow right field. The second baseman Edom and the right fielder Titchener, and nobody can come up with this. The ball lands into shallow right field for a base hit. So a little bloop singer there for Jeremio to get on to open up the 3rd inning for the Indians. That brings up Revan Diego. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. We're in 51. Usually an odd number for someone playing the field positions. Non-pitcher, doesn't have any pitching stats. Again, coming into the contest, hitting .261. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this one. He went 0 for 3 against Northview, had a hit against Carter. In fact, had a 3-game hit streak going into that Northview game, and then came up with a big goose egg. So Jeremio with his lead away from first. Here's the pitch to the plate. Taken outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. So Jeremio at first with 2 stolen bases on the year. The Indians already have a stolen base. That was a swivel in the 2nd inning. The pitch. Fastball swinging. That's popped up. Foul territory. That's back out of play. It's the rebound that you got to worry about on those foul balls. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Diego. He had a multi-hit game against Crespi in a 13-2 victory that the Indians enjoyed. Also had a couple games in which he's driven in 2. Hoover and Birmingham. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Jeremio away from first, being held on there by Trent. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, fouled back. So Diego and Kovaric up there battling each other. 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nitros with the lead. First game of the 2018 Pacific League schedule. And you look at the teams in league, and it looks like maybe Arcadia might be the favored right now. Here's the next pitch. Breaking ball just off the mark. And the count runs 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball taken high, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Thought I had the league standing somewhere around here. I know last I looked, Arcadia was like 9-0. There goes the runner from first. The pitch to the plate is high, ball 4. And now you've got runners on at first and second with nobody out for Jacob Barrera. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to left field. Aldretti with that nice play in left field to make the catch on the run against the Sun. That ended the first inning and left 2 runners on. Barrera wearing number 20, a big right-handed hitter standing in. Here's the pitch from Kovaric. In there for a strike. So 0-1 the count to Barrera. He went 1 for 3 against Northview. Had a 3-game hit against Birmingham in their 11-0 victory, driving in 6 runs. Here he pops it up foul back behind the plate, and Wong is there to make the catch, having to do a 2-step with the plate umpire. but he makes the out. We've got one down. So Burroughs with 6 RBI in that Birmingham game is retired here. Now a double play gets you out of it. Brings up a squivel. He was hit by a pitch back in the second inning to open up the inning. Stole second and was stranded at third. Part of the bases loaded second inning where the Indians were not able to cash in. Goberick from the stretch. Checks the runner, now delivers, and a curveball, ground ball towards third, taken by Rangel. He's going to throw to first to get the out there. And we've got 2 away. So 5-3 on the putout. Advancing the third on the play is Jeremio. Diego goes to second. And that brings up Andres Salazar. 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Caught looking on, I think it was 3 straight pitches, if I remember correctly. Salazar again, a 308 hitter coming into this one. His last game was on the 19th against Carter in a 3-1 victory for the Indians. He went 0 for 2. Swings at the pitch here, sends a fly ball into right field. Titchener fading toward the line is there to make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So for the Indians, no runs. There was a hit, a walk, no Nitro errors, and 2 men left on. 7 men left on for the Indians in 3 innings so far. We head to the 4th, 1-0. Nitros on top. We're back to Tomahawk Field after this here on EdenRocksRadio.com.
Do you want to be a part of a television studio audience? Audiences Unlimited has been helping people see their favorite sitcoms live since 1982. Hit shows such as Growing Pains, Home Improvement, Friends, Will and Grace, and 2.5 Men. Contact AudienceSunlimited.com to get your chance to visit a working studio lot, be on the set of popular television shows, and see your favorite stars in person. They offer free tickets on their website. They also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 10 or more. Visit www.AudienceSunlimited.com and get your free TV tickets today. This is a unique Hollywood experience not to be missed. Ladies, are you looking to rearrange your room? Don't leave it in the hands of your man. Let Interiors by Jada provide you with a design concept that will make your room feel comfortable and be beautifully functional. Interiors by Jada is dedicated to giving you a perfectly designed space any place in your home. Whether it be the living room, kitchen, bedroom, or bath, their focus is to make each space a place of beauty while creating functionality and use. Put your room in the hands of the professionals. Contact Interiors by Jada at 818-481-8992 or check them out on the web at www.interiorsbyjada.com.
So back here at Tomahawk Field on the campus of Burroughs High School, we head to the 4th inning. Nitros on top 1-0. We've got a pitching change. Joe Metcalf taking over for Brandon Ortega. Ortega ended up going 3 innings, allowing a run on 5 hits. Now for Metcalf, he comes into the contest with a record of 1-0. He has an ERA of 1.56. He's appeared in 5 games. He's pitched 9 innings, allowed 2 runs, both earned on 8 hits while striking out 5 and walking 5. And again, 1-0 with an ERA of 1.56 coming into the game in relief of Ortega. And he will face Aldretti, Rangel, and Lucerian. 5, 6, and 7 in this Nitro lineup. Aldretti, 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning and was stranded at third. So wearing number 1, right-handed batter standing in. Was hitless against Northview, but had a hit against Paramount. Had a 2-hit ball game against Monroe in that walk-off win the Nitros enjoyed. Opened the season with a 4-game hit streak. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's in the dirt, ball 1. So Metcalf, a big right-handed pitcher on the mound, deals. The next pitch swinging. That one is pulled foul down the third base line. Had some other information about league, but I guess I left it at home, so I guess I can use that on Friday. Next pitch swung on, fouled back. So Aldretti down the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. A sophomore facing Burroughs for the first time at the varsity level. So Metcalf ready and delivers, and the breaking ball waved at and missed, and down goes Aldretti. So he will strike out. The first strikeout of the ball game for the Indians pitching staff. And that brings up Nate Rangel. Rangel had a base hit his first time up. He had 2 hits against Northview. He went 2 for 3. So he's had a hit in back-to-back games. Looking for a back-to-back multi-hit game if he gets a base hit here. Takes a pitch in the dirt, ball 1. 1-0 the count. We're at number 22 for the Nitros. Last year against Burroughs, he went 0 for 2 in both games, but he did reach. Next pitch, there's a chopper at the plate. That goes foul, and he finds himself with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. See, so he went 0 for 2, although he did have 4 plate appearances. And then in the second game, he went 0 for 2 with 3 plate appearances. Next pitch to Rangel is a fastball taken low. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Just a junior. This is a pretty junior-dominated team for the Nitros. Only got 4 seniors on the club. Next pitch is in the dirt. And one that starts. Joel was in there as a senior in the early part of the game, but he's been struggling at the bat. Starts getting his hitting on, he'll be able to get back into the lineup. He's a left-handed hitter as well. That's the other thing that the Nitros enjoy. They have a couple of left-handed hitters, something they haven't really had a whole lot of in the last few years that I can recall. So 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball in there for strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes the count, 1 out. We're in the top of the 4th inning. 1-0. Nitros on top. Enjoying the lead against the Indians. Here's the next pitch. Fastball's taken high and inside, ball 4, and Rangel draws the walk, and he's aboard for the second time. First walk offered up by the Indians pitching staff. So that brings to the plate Trent Lucerarian. Rangel with a short lead at first. There's a throw to first, not in time as Rangel gets back to the bag. Trent grounded out to second his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Whereas number 3 had 2 hits against Paramount, a single and a double. Swings and misses at that pitch. Count goes to a ball and a strike. He scored a couple runs in the Paramount game. No, not in the Paramount game in that victory. Here's the next pitch. In the dirt. So Rangel at first, being held on there by Palafox. Maybe he didn't swing at that other pitch because they say it's a ball. Here's the pitch. Taken low, so I guess we're looking at a 3-0 count. So 3-0 the count to Trent with a runner at first. The catcher now has gone out to Diaz, talked to his pitcher a couple times here. Maybe just not on the same page coming in relief here in this first inning in this ball game. Trying to get on the same page with his catcher. Catcher's like the quarterback of the team. Many components to keep in mind, including the pitching staff. Pitch is low, ball 4, and Trent draws the walk. So Rangel hits the second. Trent to first with the free pass. Back-to-back walks offered up by Metcalf in his first inning so far, and that brings up Mike Titchener. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to third base his first time up, ending the second inning. And now we've got a trip to the mound by Coach Sherwood for the Indians. So both these teams come back on Friday to play each other. That's how Pacific League does it now. You play the same team twice in the same week, and then you move on from there. Sherwood into his 5th season with the Indians, and it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Number 23 coming into the contest. Before we get to him, Sherwood, first season with the Indians was 2014. He went 14-14 in 14. Then he went 24-5 in 15, 19-7 in 16, 14-13 in 17 last year, and he's 6-6 this year. So we've got a pitching change. We'll take a break and come back after this here on EdenRocksRadio.com.
Restaurant in Burbank offers the best authentic Mexican food at great prices, including lunch Monday through Thursday for only $5.99 and dinner buffets for only $7.99. Enjoy a great all-you-can-eat brunch on both Saturdays and Sundays. Go to their website, www.tequilasrestaurant.com, for the latest specials and download coupons for even greater savings. Tequila's Restaurant is located at 4310 West Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank on the corner of Pass Avenue. Call them 818-845-7217. Flowers Talk in Burbank is a nice family-run flower shop with the best prices in town. At Flowers Talk, you will find a wide selection of floral arrangements, or you can select the flowers of your choice in their do-it-yourself section. Stop by Flowers Talk in Burbank and let their expert staff help you create the best flower arrangement. If they don't have it, they will get it for you. Mention Burbank or Burroughs High School and receive 10% off your entire order. Flowers Talk, located at 2460 West Victory Boulevard in Burbank, or on the web at www.flowerstalkburbank.com.
So now Mike Titchener coming to the plate, facing a new pitcher. The new pitcher is Xavier Dubon. Wearing number 23. He's 1-1 on the season. He's appeared in 8 games. Xavier's 7.41 ERA with a 1-1 record. Again, he's appeared in 8 games. Zubon, 11 1/3 innings. He's allowed 14 runs on 14 hits. 12 of those runs earned. 7 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's given up a home run. So Titchener at the plate now with runners on at first and second. Rigel taking his lead away from second. Trent from first. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swinging, first pitch, ground ball toward short, taken there by Garcia near the bag, steps on the bag for one, throws to first in time, double play, and Dubon does what he needs to, throws one pitch, gets Titchener to bounce into a double play, and that ends the inning. So 6-3 double play will end it for the Nitros. No runs, no hits, no Indian errors, and they do leave a man on. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-0, Nitros on top. We're back after this here on EdenRocksRadio.com.
Rocket Fizz offers a wide variety of specialty, retro, and imported sodas, candy, and novelty gifts. Zots, Pop Rocks, Bazooka Bubblegum, and a whole lot more. Make a special soda gift basket for your favorite Nitro. Beat those back-to-school blues with your favorite candy. Rocket Fizz, located at 138 North Brand Boulevard, is independently owned and operated. Check them out on the web at www.facebook.com/Glendale Rocket Fizz. Rocket Fizz, come be a kid in our store.
So we head to the home half of the 4th inning here from Tomahawk Field on the campus of Burroughs High School. And for Koberek, he's out for his 4th inning of work. He has 3 strikeouts, a walk, no runs, 2 hits, and a hit batter through 3 innings. Due up for the Indians, you've got Diaz, Johnson, and the top of the lineup, Garcia. Diaz, 1 for 1. He singled back in the 2nd inning. Was left at second, a part of that bases loaded inning in which the Indians came up empty, and Koberek got the big strikeout of Palafox to get out of the jam. Nitro's lone run coming in the 3rd inning. In fact, the lone run of the game coming in the 3rd inning. With 1 out, Daven got a base hit, stole second, took third on a ground ball out by Wong, and then scored on the base hit by Jenks, who might be called upon here in the next inning or so, depending on how Thomas does. And the fastball over for a strike. We're in the 4th, 1-0 Nitros. So Diaz, the catcher, looking to get things going for the Indians. There's the next pitch on the way. Fastball taken high and tight. Diaz had 2 hits, went 2 for 3 in that Northview game. Takes a pitch low here. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. He also had a multi-hit game going against, looks like Hoover in a tournament game. He drove in 2 against them as well. So Hoover gets Burroughs 3 times this year. The next pitch is a fastball taken high, and the count runs 3-1. So Thomas got a strike to start the bat. And now he throws 3 straight balls. Runs behind in the count. Indians have gotten their leadoff hitter aboard in each of the first 3 innings. There's the pitch on the way. There's ball 4, and they do it again. So that is the second walk offered up by Kovaric, and for the 4th straight inning, the Indians have their leadoff hitter on, but yet they haven't been able to do anything with it. They left runners on at first and second. In the first inning, they got their first 2 batters on, so first and second, nobody out. Got a fly ball, a strikeout, and a fly ball. Second inning, the bases loaded with 2 outs and a big strikeout. The third inning, they left runners on at second and third, but you had a foul out, a ground ball, and a fly out. First pitch swinging, he swings and fouls it off, does Johnson, the designated hitter. Strike 1 the count. He's looking to tie this thing up or maybe even give the Indians the lead with 1 big swing. 5 RBIs on the year, 4 runs scored. He has 5 hits coming into the game with a .278 average. Had a couple runs driven in against Crespi. Last RBI came against Burroughs of Ridgequest. Swings at the next pitch, pops it up foul territory, third base side by the third base dugout, and that goes foul back out of play. So down in the count now, 0-2 is Johnson. Leadoff hitter Brian Garcia is aboard. Had a multi-hit against Kennedy, did Johnson. 2 hits. But here he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, now facing a no balls, 2 strike count here. See if Kovaric can take care of business himself. Here's the pitch. Curveball missing off outside. That deflects off the glove of Wong, and that will allow the runner Diaz to take second base on the pass ball. So now an RBI opportunity as the tying run at second base. Here's the pitch. Fastball just missing low. Fans behind us thought that was a good pitch. And the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. He has 9 strikeouts on the season in his at-bats with the Indians. Next pitch swinging, fouls it back. Stays alive with that 2 ball, 2 strike count. So Kovaric again battling with the number 9 hitter for the Indians. We got the leadoff hitter on deck. Needs to get an out here. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Infield is back. Kovaric working from the stretch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 1-0 Nitros in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Fastball swinging. There's a drive towards right field. And you've got Titchener looking up, and it is gone. Oh, no, it's a foul ball. So the plate umpire calls it a foul ball. And we'll do it again. That didn't miss by much. So the count remains 2-2. He does have 1 home run on the season, a couple doubles as well. Does seem like a short porch over there in right field. Looks like it's 320 to right center. So you're probably looking at 300 feet to right field. Got the left-handed hitter pulling the ball down the line, just missing with a foul ball. Just a long strike, or in this case, a long nothing. Next pitch taken high, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now you've got a big pitch up coming here from Thomas. You don't want to put runners on at first and second with nobody out in the top of the lineup coming up, because Garcia's been on a couple times, a base hit and a walk. Here's the pitch. Fastball missing low, ball 4, and Johnson reaches on the walk. So back-to-back walks here to open things up in the bottom of the 4th inning for Kovaric. And that will get Coach Chan out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. That brings up Brian Garcia. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a walk, so he's reached both times. Was left at second back in the 1st inning and was stranded at first back in the 2nd. 7 innings, or let's check that, in the 3 innings that they've completed, they've stranded 7 men. They've got 2 men on here. So they've been able to get runners in scoring position each inning, but just haven't been able to cash in. So it's 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nitros on top, but the Indians are threatening. And so Brian Garcia, your leadoff hitter, coming to the plate. So let's see. Got a bunt single his first time up, showing bunt here, looking to move the runners to maybe second and third. Or beat it out and get the bases loaded. The pitch taken low, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Garcia laid down the bunt at the bottom of the 1st inning between 3rd and the pitcher's mound, and it got by the pitcher for the infield hit. There's the next pitch. Fastball taken low, ball 2. 2-0. Can't do too much here. If the guy's going to show bunt, might as well let them put the ball in play. He's giving you a free out. Might as well take it. Again, showing bunt up in the box. Here's the pitch. Taken high for ball 3. So now Koveric a pitch away from walking the bases loaded with nobody out in the 4th inning. After you've had Garcia showing bunt each of the first 3 pitches he's faced. Here's the 3-0 offering. Taken low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded on 3 straight walks, offered up by Koveric. So the bases loaded, nobody out, and you've got Palafox, Jeremio, and Diego. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. So the Nitros this year in the 2nd inning gave up 14 runs. In the 3rd inning have given up 18 runs. In the 4th inning they've only given up 7 runs in 9 games, but they're in a heap of trouble right now. Palafox 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Fastball taken high, ball 1. Palafox, a right-handed hitter, wearing number 11, standing in, looking to tie the game. He has 2 RBIs on the year. Came in back-to-back games against Quartz Hill and Hoover. Check that. In back-to-back games, Carter and Northview. So he's had 2 consecutive games in which he has driven in a run. Fastball taken high. 2-0. That's 6 consecutive balls pitched by Thomas here in this inning. He could be wearing down. 1-0 Nitros here in the 4th inning. Infield drawn in with nobody out and the bases loaded. Next pitch, over for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Outfield playing pretty much straight away, so a fly ball would get home a run with a tag situation. But Palafox looking for more. Here's the next pitch, taken high. And that moves the count to 3 balls and a strike. So now Thomas a pitch away from walking in the tying run. He's going to have to dig down deep like he did back in that 2nd inning to get Palafox to end the inning with the bases loaded. He could really use a strikeout here to help his cause. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. The next offering is taken low, ball 4, and we've got a tie ball game. So Diaz comes in to score from 3rd. Johnson takes 3rd. Garcia to 2nd. Palafox with the walk and the RBI, and that's 4 consecutive walks offered up in this inning. And that brings up Julian Jeremio. Flew out to center field and singled. He's 1 for 2. Right-handed batter looking now to open the game up. Swinging, pops it up. Infield fly rule in effect. Second baseman David is there to make the catch in the swirling wind, but the infield fly rule was in effect. And you've got 1 down. So Julian is retired. Now you've got a double play situation That brings up. So Revan Diego, he's 0 for 1, struck out in the first inning. He walked in the third and was left at second base. So the middle infielders drop back to double play depth. The corner's playing in. Diego at the plate. We got a 1-1 ball game now. And so now he'll look to try to give his team the lead. A 261 hitter coming into the contest. Here's the pitch. Over for strike. Nothing in 1 the count. He has 6 hits. He has driven in 7, however. He's driven in a run in 3 of the last 4 games he's been in. Here's the strike 1 pitch from Kovaric. Swinging. That's popped foul. First base side. That's going to go back out of play. Into the street. So Diego down in the count now. Nothing in 2. So you've got Johnson down the line at third, Garcia at second, Palafox, who just walked, driving in the tying run at first. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Diego at the plate. Strike 3 call, then down he goes as Kovaric comes up with a big pitch, catch in the corner, down around the knees. Diego strikes out for the second time. 4th strikeout in the ball game. We've got 2 away, and that brings up Jacob Barrera. He's 0 for 2. He flew out to left field his first time up, and he popped up to the catcher back in the 3rd inning, so he's 0 for 2. Has 9 hits and 9 RBIs on the season. First pitch swinging. There's a fly ball towards left field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. That's going to score a couple. Johnson comes in from 3rd. Garcia comes in from 2nd on the base hit by Barrera, and he has RBIs 10 and 11 now on the season, and Burroughs takes a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Palafox holds at second. So 2 runs score. 3 runs across in the inning, and it's 3-1 Indians for Devon Esquivel. He was hit by a pitch, and he grounded out to third. So he's 0 for 1. And the walks pretty much coming back to haunt Thomas here, as all 3 of the 4 have come in to score. Here's the pitch. Fastball swinging. There's a line shot towards second, right at Davin, and the inning comes to a close. But the damage is done as the Indians pick up 3 runs. They do that on 1 hit. There were 4 walks, no Nitro errors, and 2 men left on. We head to the 5th inning. It's a new ball game with the Indians on top 3-1. We're back to Tomahawk Field after this here on EdenRocksRadio.com.
Speed Pro Image.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion. With that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause I'm down and taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
Sometimes I dream that here's me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move,
I dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
I wanna be like mine.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
be like Mike,
Oh,
be like Mike.
Yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way.
There we can be like Mike another time. As we head to the 5th inning, 3-1 is the score. Indians on top. Cole, Edom, and Wong, 9-1-2 in the Nitro lineup, and the first pitch over for a strike, nothing in 1 to count. So you've got Xavier Dubon back up on the mound, who threw 1 pitch last inning and got a double play. Got out of it. The next pitch over for strike 2. Cole 0 for 1. He lined out to the first baseman his first time up. Still looking for his first hit of the season. He had 3 walks against Paramount. Swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. Salazar out there camping out. Makes the catch, and we've got one away. So one down in the 5th inning, and that brings up David Edom. He's 2 for 2. He has 2 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. And we're in the 5th. 3-1, Nitros on top. So David with 2 hits now on the season with 7. And he takes a pitch for ball 1. His other multi-hit game came against Desert Christian. So he has 2 multi-hit games on the season. Here's the next pitch. Taken low and away, ball 2, 2-0 the count. The 2-0 pitch, over 4 strike. Last year in league play, he hit .360. Really turned it on as league play came at the plate. Got into a groove and was able to get a .360 batting average. End up around .300 on the season last year. Next pitch taken low and away, ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Dubon, 2/3 of an innings pitched last inning on just 1 pitch. Got the double play. He got 1 out here in the 5th inning. Now he becomes the pitcher of record, too, to get the win. And there's ball 4, and David draws the walk, and he's aboard for the 3rd time today. So the first walk offered up by Dubon, 3rd walk offered up by the Indians pitching staff. David at first was picked off in the 1st inning, stole a base in the 3rd. So we'll see what happens here. Dubon, a right-handed pitcher, the 3rd pitcher for the Indians. Ortega started it, went 3 innings, giving up a run. Then Metcalf went 1/3 of an inning, walking a couple before being yanked. And the pitch to Wong, taken in there for a strike. Wong 0 for 2, grounded out to 3rd, grounded out to 2nd. So if he follows suit, he should ground out to 1st. David with his lead away from 1st. And there's a throw to 1st, not in time. David back to the bag. He's going to have to invest in Tide or all-temperature cheer. It is jersey clean. 3-1 Indians here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch on the way. There goes the runner. The pitch is low. The throw down to 2nd, not in time. A head-first slide, and Edom with a stolen base, his 2nd of the game. So now an RBI opportunity for Wong with a runner at 2nd. Got 1 away in the inning. So David taking his lead away from 2nd, being held on there by Garcia, the shortstop, trying to keep him close. Dubon taking a peek at 2nd, now takes another look and delivers to the plate, and it's over for strike 2 down around the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So Wong with 4 RBI on the season, looking for number 5. Should get a base hit here. Coming into the game, he led the team with 9 base hits. Could use his 10th right here and drive home a run. Here's the next offering. Taken low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Nolan. Nolan, a left-handed hitting catcher. Standing in. Dubon checks the runner at 2nd and delivers. The pitch swung on and missed, and down goes Wong. So he strikes out. You've got 2 down. First strikeout for Dubon. 2nd strikeout for the Indians pitching staff, the other one being Aldretti, and that brings up Darian Jenks. Got a base hit and drove home David his last time up. The lone Nitro run gave the Nitros a 1-0 lead at the time. Jenks, a right-handed hitter, standing in. Picked up his 6th RBI. There goes the runner to 3rd. There's the throw, not in time. And now the ball scoots away from Jaramillo at 3rd, but not far enough for the runner to advance. So David with his 2nd stolen base here on this trip around the bases. 3rd stolen base of the game. He's got 18 now on the season. And you've got a run now 90 feet away. So Dubon from the stretch is ready and deals, and the fastball swung on and missed. And Jenks down in the count now 0-2. We've got 2 outs here in the 5th inning, 3-1. Top half of the 5th, Indians on top. Nitros threatening with a runner at third. There's the pitch on the way. Off speed, swung on and fouled back. So Jenks alive with 2 strikes, getting a piece of it. That's all you can ask for with 2 strikes. On anything close is just put the bat on the ball and give yourself another opportunity. So Dubon is ready. There's the 0-2 pitch upcoming. And he tried to check his swing on a pitch down low, and if it was a wood bat, he would have tried to break it over his knee, a la the MLB. So Jenks goes down. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, a couple stolen bases, and a man left on at third. That's 2, 3, 5 men left on for the Nitros through 5 innings. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1. Indians on top. We're back after this.
Cocaine to smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile.
So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Tomahawk Field on the campus of Burroughs High School with the Indians on top by a score of 3-1. They sent 8 men to the plate last inning, picking up the 3 runs to take the lead. And due up, we'll do it over. Salazar, and then Diaz, Johnson, and the top of the lineup. So 7, 8, and 9 in the Burroughs lineup. Kovaric out for his 5th inning of work. He's gone 4. Striking out 5, walking 7. He's allowed 3 runs, all earned on 4 hits, and hitting 1 batter. Salazar 0 for 2. He struck out, caught looking back in the 2nd, and then he flew out to right field to end the 3rd. So Kovaric back up on the mound is ready. From the stretch, he delivers, and the fastball running inside, ball 1. Running the count to Salazar. Again, a 308 hitter coming into the contest, so that number will dip a little, going 0 for 2. If he picks up a hit here, it'll go up a little bit. Pitch over for a strike. You can always tell what someone's batting average is going to do at the end of the game. Just figure out what their average was at the start of the game, and then what they went during the game. 1 for 3, 333. That's above 308. Your numbers go up. Check swing, able to check his swing. If you're hitting 308 coming into the game and you go 0 for 3, well, your batting average for the game is 0, so your average goes down. 2-1 the count. The next pitch from Kovaric. At the knees, 2 balls, 2 strikes. When you think of Pacific League, obviously CV comes to mind, but CV, Arcadia, and Burroughs have been the top 3 over the years. I know Burbank won a league championship a couple of years ago. And there's ball 3. The count runs full now. And so Burroughs has always been up there. But again, you take a look at what's been going on in the non-conference season. Looks like Arcadia might be the team to beat. Swinging. There's a fly ball towards right field. Titchener is there. Makes the catch. We've got 1 down. So Salazar goes 0 for 3. That brings up Matt Diaz. Singled back in the 2nd inning. And then he walked and scored in the 4th inning. He was a part of that 3-run fourth last inning in which Thomas came in and walked the first 4 batters, gave up 3 runs, and the Indians were able to take the lead. And the pitch over for a strike. Nothing in 1 the count to Diaz as he watches the first pitch go by. So Diaz now with 12 hits on the season with that base hit. He also drew the walk, which was his 7th walk of the year. Off-speed pitch. He was swinging way out in front of it and kind of hangs his head after going 0-2 now on that pitch, knowing he probably shouldn't have swung at it. He's also now scored 6 times on the year as Diaz with that run scored. There's strike 3 as he watches the pitch go by. I don't know if he was fooled on it or if he was still thinking about the last pitch, but he watched it float right by, and down he goes, and we've got 2 away. 6th strikeout of the game for Thomas. And that brings up Colin Johnson. Missed a home run by just inches in his last at-bat, ended up walking and then scoring a run. He struck out in his first at-bat, so he's 0 for 1. Left-handed batter standing in. We're in number 16, the old Rick Monday number. Here's a pitch from Kovarik. Off-speed pitch taken low, ball 1. Be nice to get Johnson here, go 1, 2, 3. That'd be the first time that the Indians were retired in order. And then it sets the top of the lineup for the 6th inning. Here's the next pitch. Fastball taken high, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. So Garcia on deck. He's the leadoff hitter. He's gotten on 3 times today. Two 2-0 the count with 2 outs in the 5th. Fastball swung on and missed. He brought out the 9-iron for that and came up empty. The Glendale golf team is playing today as well. They're in action. There's the pitch. Fastball taken high, and the count runs to 3-1. I think they're at DeBell, either playing Burroughs or Burbank up at DeBell, I believe, today. Here's the 3-1 offering from Kovarik. He delivers. Waved at and missed, and the count runs full now, 3-2. So Thomas now a pitch away from getting out of it here. Can do so with a big pitch right now to get out of it. There's the payoff pitch with 2 away. Fastball high, ball 4, and Johnson draws his 2nd walk of the ball game. That's the 8th walk offered up by Kovarik. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Brian Garcia. He's 1 for 1, singled in the first with a bunt single, and then back-to-back walks and a run scored in that 4th inning. Johnson taking his lead away from first, being held on there by Trent. Infield back, outfield straight away. As the pitch is outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. On deck, Palafox. Again, Johnson with his lead away from first. Thomas takes a peek over his shoulder, now delivers to the plate. A fastball upstairs, and the count goes to 2-0. 3-1 Indians here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We've got 2 outs. A 2-out walk put Johnson on base. Pitch is low and away. And the count goes to 3-0. So 3-0 the count with 2 outs. Thomas is ready and deals, and the pitch is outside, ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk for Garcia. That's the 2nd time he's drew a 4-pitch walk. So Johnson goes to 2nd. Coach Chan heads to the mound, and Garcia trots down to first. 3 walks, a base hit, and a run scored for him, and that's going to be it for Garcia. So we've got a pitching change. So we will take a break, and we will come back with Nate Burke taking the mound for the Nitros. We'll do that right after this here on EdomRocksRadio.com.
Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on! Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. All right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper, drink.
So back here at Tomahawk Field on the campus of Burroughs High School, it's 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth inning, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. We've got a pitching change for the Nitros. Coming in to pitch for Glendale, number 29, Nate Burke. Burke on the season, he's 1-0 with an ERA of 1.69. He's pitched in 8 1/3 innings, striking out 10, walking 3. He's allowed 2 earned runs on 6 hits. Hasn't hit anybody. So 1-0 with an ERA of 1.69. His last outing was against Northview. He went 2 innings, striking out 2, walking 2, and giving up a hit. So now we've got a pinch runner at second base as well, running for Johnson, the designated hitter. And you've got Burke up on the mound. You got 2 away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Looks like Dylan Rolando running at second base. First pitch swinging. There's a fly ball in the left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Rolando rounding third. He's going to come in to score. Now already drops the ball in left field. The throw to third, not in time, as the pinch runner, Brian Garcia. No, that's Garcia. So Rolando running for Johnson scores from second. Garcia takes third. And Palafox with a base hit and an RBI pushes the score now 4-1. So Palafox picks up his second RBI of the day. Runners at the corners for Julian Jeremio. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Takes a pitch low, ball 1. And that run is charged to Thomas. That's 4 runs he's given up. All of them earned. The next pitch running inside. So 2-0 the count. Burke up on the mound, trying to get the final out to get out of this inning. He's the 6th batter to come to the plate here this inning. Diego on deck. Here's the next pitch. Swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. Cole out there makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So you can close the books on Thomas. He goes 5 2/3 innings, striking out 6, walking 9, allowing 4 earned runs on 4 hits, and hitting a batter, and Burke goes a third of an inning to get out of it. So in the inning for the Nitros, they do pick up a run. They do that on 1 hit. There was a Nitro error in left field that allowed the runner to go to third in Garcia, and they leave 2 men on. So we head to the 6th inning. 4-1, Indians on top. We're back after this.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion. But that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause I'm down and taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way.
So we head to the 6th inning with the Nitros trailing by a score of 4-1. Due up, you've got Kovaric, Aldretti, and Rangel. And you've got Dubon back out for his second full inning of work. He's gone an inning and 2/3, 2 strikeouts and a walk so far. And the first pitch to Kovaric is low, ball 1. He's 1 for 2, singled in the second, and grounded out to third to end the third. We're in the 6th, 4-1. Next pitch runs inside, ball 2. 2-0. The Nitros, 6 outs. They need 3 runs to tie. Fastball taken outside, ball 3. And now we've got Diaz going out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. He's done that a couple times here in this game. Don't forget, these two clubs will match up again on Friday from Glendale High School. We have the game for you starting at 3:30 with the first pitch. At least that's the first scheduled pitch time. Both on EdenRocksRadio.com as well as our Facebook Live at Facebook.com/EdenRocksRadio. Here's the 3-0 pitch upcoming from Dubon. Swinging, it's chopped foul at the plate. Now it's a fair ball. The catcher has it, and now they call a foul ball. So somebody called the foul ball after the play was in motion, and they're going to do it again. Kind of an interesting turn of events there as the catcher, Diaz, was getting ready to throw down to first. Thomas is running down to first, and then all of a sudden you got a foul ball called, kind of a delayed call. 3-1 pitch, swung on, pulled foul, third base side. Count runs full now, 3-2. Has a hit in this game, had a hit in Northview, Canyon, Desert Christian, and Arleta. And again, coming into the contest, a .235 hitter. In the 6th inning, the Nitros have scored 2 runs this year. 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Swinging, that's fouled back out of play. So they're going to need some runs. They've scored 10 runs in the 1st inning and 14 in the 3rd. The 2 biggest innings for them, 8 in the 5th, 5 in the 4th. But in the back half of the game, 6th, 7th innings, they've only scored 3 combined. Then you add that walk-off win against Monroe in the 8th inning. Only 4 runs in the latter 3 innings. And there's ball 4 as Kovaric opens up the 6th inning with a walk. Second walk offered up by Dubon. 4th walk offered up by the Indians pitching staff. You got a runner at first, and I think we're going to have a pinch runner coming in. That brings up Aldretti. He's 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. Hit into the 4-6 fielder's choice back in the 2nd inning, and then was stranded at 3rd. The Nitros have left 5 men on. 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And you've got Ryan Kataoka running at first base for Kovaric. So a runner with his lead away from first. Dubon up on the mound. Pitches inside to Aldretti. Ball 1 the count. Again, Aldretti coming into the contest. .273 batting average. Takes the next pitch over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Had a hit against Paramount. Went hitless against Northview. Now trying to get a hit, get back in that hit column here today. Throw to first, not in time. Kataoka diving back to the bag. He did have a 2-hit ball game against Monroe. Has 5 walks on the season. He just needs to get on base any way he can. Next pitch over for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Nate Rangel on deck. Palafox holding the runner on at first. Middle infielders double play depth. Outfield straight away. Breaking ball taken outside. 2-2. Runners at first need to be on their toes because Diaz a couple of times has thought about throwing down, though, on a pitch outside. don't want to get back picked off the base this late in the game. Well, you don't want to do it at all, but especially not this late in the game when you need 3 runs. And you only have 5 outs to get them. The pitch taken low, and that runs the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 4-1 Indians here in the top of the 6th inning. Kataoka taking his lead away from first. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and down he goes. 3rd strikeout for Dubon. 2nd time that Aldretti goes down. We do have some activity going in the Nitros bullpen. So 1 down, runner at first for Nate Rangel. He singled and walked. So he's 1 for 1. On deck, Trent Lucerian. Throw to first, not in time. Got the Oka getting back to the bag. Nitros with their lone run coming in that 3rd inning. With 1 out, David got a base hit, stole second. The pitch is over for a strike to Rangel. After stealing second, he advanced to 3rd on a ground ball by Wong, and then came in on the base hit by Jenks. That's the lone run of the game so far. Going to need a few more. Breaking ball, waved at and missed. There's the throw down to first from Diaz. We just talked about that a moment ago, and Kataoka getting back to the bag. So Dubon takes a look at first. Now he's ready and deals. The pitch swung on, and that's fouled off the netting. 2 strikes now to Rangel. So Dubon, the pitcher of record. So he came in the 4th inning to get the Nitros out on 1 pitch. Got a ground ball double play, and then his team took the lead. So he has a chance to get the win should this score hold up. 0-2 the count. Throw to first. Not in time. Kataoka just getting back to the bag under the tag. Again, Dubon has a 1-1 record with an ERA of 7.41 coming into the contest. Pitch to the plate. There goes Kataoka. The throw down to second. Not in time. Rangel strikes out, but a stolen base for Kataoka. So 4 strikeouts for Dubon, 5 in the contest for the Indians pitching staff, and that brings up Trent Lucerian. He walked his last time up and grounded out to second in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning, so he's 0 for 1. Got an RBI opportunity as well with a runner on at second. He has 3 RBIs on the year. Southgate, Monroe, and Desert Christian is the games in which he has driven in a run. Got to Oka with his lead from second. The pitch, a fastball in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1 the count. There's the next pitch on the way. Fastball, waved at and missed. It looks like you've got Dubon up on the mound getting pumped up. He's thrown 2 fastballs right by Trent. After giving up the walk to Kavorik, check that to Kavorik, looking like he's trying to strike out the side here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, and he does indeed strike out the side after giving up the leadoff walk. So no runs, no hits, no errors, a man left, 3 strikeouts in the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1, Indians on top. We're back after this.
Generation, you're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause I'm down and taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we've got a pitching change as Darian Jenks comes in to pitch now for the Nitros. Burke went a third of an inning, got the out, and that was it. He did give up a base hit as well. So Jenks on the year, we talked about it briefly earlier in the contest. He comes in with a record of 1-0 plus a save. He has an ERA of .51. He's appeared in 13 2/3 innings, struck out 19. He's walked 4. He's allowed a run on 2 hits, and he did plunk 3 batters. So he'll be called upon to get Diego, Barrera, and Esquivel. 4, 5, and 6, the heart of this lineup for the Indians here in the 6th inning. Due up for the Nitros in the 7th inning, you'll have Titchener, Cole, and Edom. 8, 9, and 1 in the Nitros lineup. And so you've got defensively, you've got Jenks to the mound for the Nitros. You've got Davin going over to shortstop, and Kataoka playing at second base. Burroughs got 3 runs in the 4th and 1 in the 5th for their 4 runs. The Nitros getting their lone run in the 3rd inning. They did lead 3-1. I mean, check that. They did lead 1-0 after 3 innings, and then fell down 3-1 after that 4th inning. So Michael Lee now will bat in place of Diego. Wearing number 19. And Jenks up on the mound. He has Lee has no average. He's 0 for 1, it looks like. Well, let's see. Hold on. It doesn't say. It just says no average. He does have a run scored. Takes a pitch over for a strike. Says he has no walks, no hit by pitch. He's been left on base, or maybe left a couple guys on. Maybe got on via an error or something. Don't know. Scored a run, though. Next pitch over for strike 2. So Jenks ahead in the count to Lee. No balls and 2 strikes here in the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch taken low, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Yeah, so again, no batting average in 8 games played, and he only has a run scored to his name. Pitch swung on and missed, and down he goes. So Lee strikes out. We've got 1 down in the inning. And for Darian, picks up another strikeout. That's his 20th strikeout on the year. His last outing against Paramount, he went 3 innings, got the save. He struck out 3. He did hit 2 batters, but he was able to hold on, not give up any runs, and get the save. Breaking ball, taken low, ball 1 to Jacob Barrera. He's 1 for 3, single driving in 2 in his last at bat. That was back in the 4th inning. Fouled out to the catcher and then flew out to left field. His base hit drove in 2, a part of that 3-run 4th inning that gave the Indians the lead. Fastball, just off the mark. That was a good-looking pitch. Don't know where that was. 2-0 the count. He went 2 innings against Foothill Tech, struck out 3, in that 2-2 tie. Pitch swung on and missed. A big cut there by Barrera. He went 4 innings against Monroe, striking out 8 and walking 1. He did hit a batter, got the win. So the win against Monroe and the save against Paramount. Here's the next offering. Taken low, ball 3. 3-1. And then he also threw against Arleta 4 2/3 innings, in which he struck out 5, walked 3, allowed a run on a hit. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Fastball swinging, that's pop foul, first base side off the netting. The count runs full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Lee striking out. Between Diego and Lee in that batting spot, They're 0 for 3 with a walk and 3 strikeouts. Swinging, there's a ground ball towards second base. Got to Oka, has it. His plays to first in time, and we've got 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up a Esquivel. He was hit by a pitch, grounded out to third, and lined out to second, so he's 0 for 2. Does have a stolen base. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-1, Indians on top. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, floats over for a strike, 0-1 the count. Yep. The next pitch is a fastball at the knees, and Jenks ahead in the count now, 0-2. One more pitch, and he's out of it. Indians have yet to go down in order today, so the Nitros trying to do it here. Breaking ball, swung on. There's a fly ball towards the gap in left center field. You've got Cole trying to make a diving attempt. He's not going to come up with it. Left fielder Aldretti gets it back in, and a base hit with 2 outs for Esquivel, and the Indians have a runner aboard. 6th hit in the game for the Nitros, or for the Indians off the Nitros pitching staff. And for Jenks, that's only his 2nd hit given up this season. And now we've got another hitter coming in, pinch hitting, Steven Gonzalez. So Salazar went 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Now Gonzalez standing in. Again, he has no batting average in 7 games. He has a strikeout to his name. There goes the runner. The pitch over for a strike. The throw down to second, not in time, and a stolen base for Esquivel. So an RBI opportunity now for Gonzalez. Try to push across another insurance run. They're already up by 3. It's 4-1 Indians in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jenks is ready and deals, and the fastball is fouled off the pole right in front of us. Want to know the count. Now that's the last time we're here. Just got a few more bats, and then that's it. So 0-2 the count. Now it says on the board. Here's the pitch. Missing inside. The ball gets away from the catcher. The runner's going to advance to third on a head-first slide, and Esquivel now at third on the, I guess, wild pitch. Wild pitch, pass ball. It was close. I guess it could go either way. I guess when in doubt, you got to give it to the pitcher. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Runner down the line at third, Esquivel. Matt Diaz scheduled up next. He is in the on-deck circle. And the pitch taken low. So that runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Indians on top 4-1. Game this year a lot closer than it was the last couple of years. Here's the next pitch. Swinging, that's fouled at the plate. Well, let's see. Let's just take a look. So last year it was Burroughs winning 8-0, 9-3. The year before that it was 11-1 and 10-0. In 2015 it was 2-1, 4-1, and in 2014 4-1, and then the Nitros won 4-0. So right now we're looking at 4-1 here. Pitch swinging. There's a ground ball towards first, taken there by Trent. Trent's going to take it to the bag himself, and that will end the inning. U3 on the putout. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left on. We head to the 7th inning, do or die time for the Nitros. It's 4-1 Indians. We're back after this.
Sometimes I dream that heals me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move.
I dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike.
So we head to the 7th inning, do or die time for the Nitros, down 4-1. And you take a look back since 2007 when Burroughs joined the Pacific League and these two teams matched up on a regular basis. The Nitros have never scored more than 3 runs in a ball game against them. So if the Nitros want to come back and at least tie this thing up, they're going to have to do something they haven't done before against the Indians, and that's score 4 total runs. And then, more importantly, put 3 runs across the board this inning. So Andres Salazar now pitching for the Indians. So I believe Darren Lee went to left field, unless they re-entered everybody. And then Steven Gonzalez maybe in center field, unless they, well, yeah, you have to because Salazar is on the mound. So we'll go with that. So Titchener standing in. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out to third and then grounded out to short in that 6-3 double play back in the 4th inning. So Salazar up on the mound, a right-handed pitcher working from the windup, is ready and deals, and the pitch taken high, ball 1. Salazar on the year. He's appeared in 4 games. He has 3 saves. So looking for his 4th save of the year. Does not have an earned run average, so hasn't given up a run yet. At least not an earned run. The pitch over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So he will look for his 4th save, which leads the team. He's pitched 4 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, striking out 3, walking 1. Fastball taken low. 2 balls and a strike. A lot of times, it's location over power and speed. You hit your spots, you're going to be successful up on the mound. And if you hit your spots, then it helps your other pitches, such as your curveballs and stuff, especially when you can spot your fastball. Fastball swung on, fouled back. And so the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Four to 1, Indians in the 7th inning. Nitros down to their final 3 outs. They need some runners. Salazar, long look into the catcher, which is kind of common, a common thread amongst these Indian pitchers. And the offering taken low, and the count runs full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the Nitros got their leadoff hitter aboard in the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd, and the 6th. So 4 of the 6 innings so far, trying to do it here for the 5th time. The payoff pitch, swinging. There's a ground ball towards short, backhanded by Garcia. He's not going to be able to get there as the ball goes through into left field for a base hit, and Titchener is aboard. So a leadoff single, the 6th hit of the ball game for the Nitros, and that brings up Adrian Cole. He's 0 for 2, lined out to first and flew out to center field. Still looking for his 1st hit of the contest, or of the contest and the season, actually. For Salazar, that's his 3rd hit given up on the season. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a strike to Cole. 0-1 the count. So Titchener with a base hit. He's aboard at first. That's his 6th hit of the season. 7th hit of the season. Next pitch, low and inside. Yeah, that's his 7th hit of the season for Titchener. 6 singles and a double now on the year. So Cole at the plate needs to get aboard, and then you've got the top of the lineup and perhaps a chance. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Salazar. Swung on and missed, and Cole down in the count now. 1-2. So Salazar shakes off one sign. Now he's got the 2nd from his catcher, Diaz. Short lead at first by Titchener. Here's the pitch. Fastball waved at and missed, and down he goes. So Cole strikes out. You've got one out. First strikeout for Salazar. Seventh strikeout for the Indians pitching staff. So that brings up Davin. He is 2 for 2. 2 singles, a walk, 3 stolen bases, and a run scored. Right-handed hitter standing in. Salazar from the stretch with a runner at first. Is ready and deals, and the fastball is taken high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Nolan Wong on deck. Looks like there's a track meet going on the track beyond the outfield fence. Should put a clock on the pitcher between pitches. Pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. That reminds me of Jacob Rangel last year, Nate's brother, when he pitched. He would take a long time in between pitches. Probably exceeded the 30-second count. Much like Salazar here, slowing the pace of the game down. There's the 1-1 pitch upcoming. Breaking ball over for strike 2. So Davin down in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Again, Titchener on at first. We've got 1 down here in the 7th inning. Top half, 4-1, Indians on top. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Salazar is ready and delivers, and the fastball's taken upstairs, 2-2. So the Nitros need to continue to get some base runners to keep this thing alive. Push some runs across. Salazar on the mound trying to close things out, pick up his 4th win of the season. There's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball swinging. There's a drive into left field. That dunks in for a base hit. Titchener will hold at second, and Davin comes up with his 3rd hit of the ball game, and he's reached all 4 times. So 2nd hit offered up by Salazar. Davin with 3 hits in the contest. Runners at first and second for Nolan Wong. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. So he is due. He actually represents the game-time run at the plate. He is a left-handed hitter, although the wind is blowing in. But again, you've got that short porch to right field, so just saying. Runners with their leads, infield playing back behind the runners. Curveball over for a strike. 0-1 to count to Nolan. 9 hits on the season, can use his 10th right now. Representing the game-time run at the plate. Be nice to get on, and Jenks with an opportunity to help his cause with a tying run on base. That bounces in the dirt, skids away from the catcher, so the runners will advance. Titchener to 3rd, Davin to 2nd on the wild pitch. So now you've got 2nd and 3rd. With 1 out, that takes away the double play situation as well with that wild pitch. And so now you've got the catcher Diaz going out to talk to Salazar. Again, Salazar with 3 saves on the season. The Indians have won 6 games. He's appeared in 4 games as Salazar. Has yet to give up a run. He gave up 2 hits coming into the game. He's already given up 2. He's 3 strikeouts and a walk in 4 1/3 innings pitched. And so now you've got a conference on the mound between the pitching coach, Salazar, and Diaz, the catcher. So don't forget, you've got these 2 teams matching up on Friday, 4:30 from Glendale High School. We'll have the game for you here at 3:30. Also on our Facebook page, Facebook Live streaming. Hopefully it's working. Internet's a bit sketchy in places. And if not, then we do record the video, and we edit it, and we post it on the Facebook page. You can always go back and watch it. So here we go. The conferences are over. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. We've got Titchener down the line at 3rd. Davin at 2nd, both taking their leads. Outfield playing straight away. Infield back. they're going to give up the runs to get the outs. Outs more valuable than runs right now. Wong at the plate with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Salazar ready and deals, and the breaking ball over for strike 2. So Wong down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. So Nolan standing in, swinging the bat in the batter's box, digging in as Salazar takes his lead. Now he nods. Salazar up on the mound is ready. From the stretch he delivers, and the fastball taken low. And the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Darian Jenks on deck. Kind of interesting that you would pitch to Wong. But I guess when you look in the box and he's 0 for 3, you're not going to put him on. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swinging, that's fouled off. So Wong stays alive with a 2-ball, 2-strike count, getting a piece of it, doing what he needs to, just fouling it off and getting another chance. So now Wong climbs back in. Diaz flashing the sign from back behind the plate. Runners with their lead. Salazar's ready. He comes set, checks the runners, now delivers. The pitch is in the dirt. That gets away from the catcher, but Titchener not going to risk it. Don't need an out at the plate here. And the count runs full, 3-2. Probably thinking back to Saturday. Late in the game, you're down 4-1 against Northview, and the ball got away from the catcher, and Titchener broke to second base and got thrown out. So perhaps that's in the back of his mind as well, not wanting to get an unnecessary out, try to risk it when you need more than just a run. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. So the payoff pitch upcoming here from Salazar. Here it is, breaking ball, over for strike 3, and down goes Wong. So 2 away, and that brings up Darian Jenks. Second strikeout for Salazar. And Wong 0 for 4, the couple of strikeouts on the day. So Jenks now up there. He's 1 for 3 with a base hit and an RBI, driving home Davin, the lone run of the game for the Nitros. And the breaking ball taking inside, ball 1, as Darian ducks out of that one. There's the next pitch coming from Salazar. Fastball. Taken high and outside, and the count goes to 2-0. On deck, you've got Joel Leone. Get a pinch hit. You've got 2 outs in the ball game in the 7th inning. Ball game on the line, 4-1, Indians on top. Here's the 2-0 offering. Fastball catches the corner for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Salazar looking in, shakes off one side. Now he likes the second pitch, so he'll take that one. He comes, sets, and delivers. Fastball missing outside, ball 3. 3-1 to count. Again, runners with their leads. Titchener down the line at third, Davin away from second. Salazar's ready. He sets himself and delivers, and the fastball at the knees for strike 2, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Something's got to give here. First base is open. The infield is back. Outfield straight away. Salazar's ready. Into his motion, he delivers, and the pitch swinging, that's fouled off, and so Jenks gets a piece of it to stay alive. So regardless of the outcome of this game, Friday will be quite interesting. Should be a lot of intrigue in that game because this one has been close. especially when it hits the presses that the game was this close. It's going to open some eyes across the league. There's the payoff pitch. Swinging, fouled back. So Jenks staying alive, getting a piece of it. 4-1 in the 7th inning. Umpire has to apparently brush the dust off his trousers. Standing out there in the infield sun. So here we go. The payoff pitch coming. Salazar ready. Into his motion, delivers. And it's fouled at the plate. So Jenks now 3 consecutive pitches, getting a piece of it and just staying alive. And that's all you can do with 2 strikes. Anything close, you've got to go after it, get a piece of it, stay alive. Salazar has his sign, likes the pitch that he wants. Him and Diaz on the same page. Now he's ready and deals. Fastball fouled off, and we'll do it again. That's 4 3-2 count pitches that have been fouled off by Jenks. The other thing, too, well, let's see. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pitchers in the stat book that have pitched this year for Burroughs. They've gone through 4 here, so I guess you've got 7 for Friday. Curveball swung on. There's a fly ball that gets into shallow right center field for a base hit. That's going to score Titchener. David around third. He's going to come home to score. 2 runs across in the inning. Jenks pulls up big with a base hit, driving home 2, and that makes the score 4-3 Indians here in the top of the 7th inning. So Jenks picks up 2 more RBIs on the day. He's got 3 in the contest. And the tying run now at first base. And so Jenks with 2 hits in the ball game, he goes 2 for 4. 2 singles and 3 RBIs, and that brings up Joel batting in the number 4 spot, and he takes a pitch over for a strike. So Joel, a left-handed hitter, standing in. Tying run at first base. He's hitting a .182 on the season. Here's the pitch on the way, taken high. And the count moves to a ball and a strike. Joel, a senior. Chance to contribute here in this one. One ball, 1 strike to count. 4-3 here in the 7th. Nitros pushing 2 across. They're down by 1. 2-out rally going. Next pitch taken for a ball. Low and away. The count goes to 2 balls and a strike. On deck, Ethan Aldretti. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Salazar takes a look at first. Jenks with his lead being held on by Palafox. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken low to Leon, and the count moves to 3 balls and a strike. Leon with a .308 on-base percentage. He's gotten on base 8 times this year. And now Diaz is going to go out and talk to the pitcher. This is like the 4th or 5th conference he's had on the mound with this pitcher. Nitro's team batting average coming into today, .255. Their on-base percentage, .393. They've had their base runners. They're still a run short. And now it looks like Ian Nord is going to run in the place of Jenks at first base. So Nord running at first. Takes his lead, being held on by Palafox. Salazar ready. From the stretch, he delivers. And the pitch taken low, ball 4, and Leon draws the walk. So that puts Nord at second base, Leon at first. And that brings up Aldretti. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. You do have activity down in the Indians bullpen, and that's going to get a trip to the mound from Sherwood. So we might have a pitching change coming up. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back right after this.
Cocaine smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile.
So here we go. And for Salazar, the first runs he's given up this season, trying to close it out and get the save. So Ethan Aldretti making his way to the plate. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Again, came into the contest hitting .273. Does have 2 RBIs on the season, 6 singles. Nord represents the tying run at second base. Leon, the go-ahead run at first. Here's the pitch on the way. Over for a strike. 0-1 the count. Aldretti, the 7th batter to come to the plate here this inning for the Nitros. Diaz flashes the sign. Salazar is ready. And here's the pitch. Taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So can the Nitros pull it off? They trailed 4-1 coming into this inning. They pushed 2 runs across. It's now 4-3. They've got runners on at first and second. Nord represents the tying run at second base. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging, there's a line drive. Caught by shortstop Garcia as he climbs the ladder. And that would have tied the ball game, but a nice play by the shortstop Garcia to end the contest. And the Indians get the victory by a final score of 4-3. So the Nitros made it interesting. They pushed Burroughs to the limit. But in the end, a hot shot off the bat of Aldretti is caught by the Gold Glove of Garcia at short. And the game comes to a close. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the totals right after this. 4-3, your final score. Burroughs gets the victory. They improved to 7-6. The Nitros dropped to 3-6-1.